Alrighty. After doing lives for this long, I'm kind of curious. Does it seem like that opening intro has slowed down for anybody? I always thought that music was a little bit faster. We got a little change for tonight. Um, Live happens live, right? I had a great guest scheduled. I'm not going to tell you who it was because when we get them rebooked on the show, I don't want to spoil it. Real life got in the way, so I don't have a guest tonight. I'll be changing all that stuff. Well, I don't want to say I don't. They may show up later. They may not. You never know. But we're going to have a little bit of fun. It's Tuesday. I love hanging out with you wacky son guns you. So let's just kick this thing off right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, TCT BNL, that's me, is proud to bring to you its soon-to-be world-famous No Lag Zone. And tonight, well, it's just me. Alrighty. I got some interesting stuff to talk about. I've had one of those weird days, weird weekend, filming content that's got me thinking. Oh, man, but still, let's go through the roll call before we get into all the usual fun, all right? Really? You guys just saw the cuteness factor try to sneak by, right? Anywho, Bearded Bayou, looks like you got first. Iron Wings, my brother, I saw that comment earlier. I hope you're okay. Because trust me, you're going to love one of the things I got to talk about tonight if you're still in here in your little bunker, brother. I found some videos, and I'm like, I really hate privates. And I've been out since 98. Officially out since 98. Lady L, you awesome gun, you. Travis. My buddies over at Contagion Effect. How you guys doing? Dagan, hands down, my favorite Muppet in the world, man. Don't ever change. There he is, Bill Rivers. Man, you're going to be surprised with one of the videos I had to film today. You really are, man. E-Rock, my brother, how you doing? All right, who we got? Camo Cam. Oh, man, brother Gabe. Doc, I'm going to get in this one right now because you're here. Oh, dear Lord. All right, I got to say it like this. I understand when I went through basic training in 1989, the internet really wasn't a twinkle in the eye. Cell phones were like something you saw on Star Trek. iPads were like, the little tablets they had. The tricorders, I think. Okay. I keep stumbling into these videos where you have brand new buck privates. And speaking of buck privates who are pain in the mother effing, you know what? Dan! Nice to see you feeling better. Coach, how you doing, guy? But like I said, I keep stumbling in these videos where I see brand new privates trying to give advice on how to succeed in basic training, how to sham in basic training, what you need to do to have good things in the Army. And I'm like, you have less than 180 days in, you don't know shit. Shut your yap, go learn your job, learn your trade, learn what you got to learn. As a matter of fact, I even reached out to the coach earlier, and I was like, when the fuck did this happen? Because I ran into a video. Yeah, Doc, seriously. But I'm going to do a rebuttal video on this one chick and another one I just found. Come on, pull it up. There we go. So when did the military start charging you for eating the DFAC? Now, when I was in, we got a meal card. Okay. I lived in the barracks. I did not expect to have a stove. I didn't expect to have a microwave or a hot plate or even a coffee pot. Matter of fact, one unit I was in, we were told we had to get the coffee pots out of our barracks room because the fire department said they could be potential fire hazards, and I didn't want to burn down the barracks room. Matter of fact, we were ordered to unask them. So here's this private making a video in her car talking about, yeah, well, like I was promised like my own room and, like my stove and my refrigerator. Dude, I thought I was balling when I had one of those little like motel air conditioner, refrigerators where you had maybe a rack and a half and a really small ice box. Really, really small, We see, now, I get that. So if you're married, all right, and you're higher enlisted, you're already getting certain things that E1 through E4 is not. But this private killed me. She's like, yeah, just get ready because like they're going to be taking $300 out of your check. And I'm trying to do Chris math going, when I was in E1, I still wish I had my LES statement, Doc. I remember making $600 a month as a private. So you're taking away 300 so I can eat? That's not really going to cover incidentals and everything else. Yeah, meal card. Exactly. Yeah, 12 back in 90. Well, see, you got to make do, right? And I'm watching all these guys they're doing these videos, and I'm like, no. And Doc, you're going to love this. This same private's going, yeah, like we usually get off at 2 p.m. I'm like, when? Yeah, exactly. So you're not losing any money because you didn't gain it. The food is not spectacular, but it's calorie intake, which is another thing that had me dying with laughter. She was complaining about the DFAC food. It is not Gordon Ramsay cooking you a personal meal, dipshit. It's fast food. It's how quick can we get this stuff off the grill into wherever. You've had noodles that have been steaming since like 3 hours before you were coming in. I'm like, what happened to discipline? And that same private's like, oh yeah, sometimes we get off at 3, sometimes we get off 4. I remember being happy when I got off at 7 p.m. Oh, sweet bejesus, what?
Do we have TV?
Yes! I love it. I try to set them up with everything, but man, Yeah, see, and this is the other part that killed me. She's filming this video at Fort Campbell complaining they're going to make her go to air assault school. You're stationed at Campbell, home of one of the most historic units in American military history, the 101st. They are air assault. That's like going to Fort Bragg and going, nah, I'll pass. I'm not going to go to airborne. They'll pick you up and put you in the freaking C-130 and throw you out the back. If you're at Bragg, you're airborne. And if you're not airborne, you're a leg, and you're going to catch so much shit, you're going to want to go airborne to keep from catching shit. It's the same thing over at freaking Campbell. If you're not a dope on a rope, you're done. Oh my God. I'm watching this stuff, and I'm like, please stop. Just make the hurting stop. Please stop. I found another video where they're teaching you, and I know you guys who've never served don't understand most of this. Hey, Martha. They're made videos about the reception center in basic training. You usually get there at the butt crack of dawn. You get a quick meal. You get like 2 hours sleep. You get woken up. And then you start getting the air guns in the arms. And you start getting your uniforms. And you're learning how to march and learning how to move in formation. They're talking they were there for 2 to 3 weeks. I remember 96 hours before my drill sergeant showed up. You got loaded on the cattle cars at Fort Jackson, and I got transported to barracks that should have been decommissioned 30 days after World War II was done. And I went to Jackson in August. Heat, humidity, sweltering death, fire ants, Tank Hill. But expect a rebuttal video on that real soon from an old timer, are you kidding me? Oh, right, Doc? I wasn't there that long. You were in there to get a couple meals, get your uniforms, and get gone. You filled out a crap ton of paperwork, and anybody who claims they don't remember going through the line, I went through when we had air guns. Not everyone getting stuck with needles. I was watching people drop. Knew I liked you, Dagan. Seriously, I knew I liked you. What happened to the military? What happened? I'm watching this video on, the first 100 yards. I don't need to move sandbags and memorize a little pattern to be successful. Bring me those drill sergeants with the shark attack. 86. 86, way cold, Doc. We had the shark attack. And if you guys don't know what that is, go look it up on YouTube. There's a great video by Angry Cops on the shark attack. Seriously. You know I can take that 3 ways around the dance floor, but I'm going to be nice. And yeah, you get trampled under real quick. What happened? I can't even begin to believe what videos would have happened back in '89 if people had iPhones, which thank God we didn't, because we were stupid and we got away with it because no one was there to capture it on film. Like, come on. Fort Sill, just period, is miserable. No, thank you. Nope. No. And I am behaving. I told you I'd behave. So, love you, Martha. Oh, man. Okay, well, let's switch gears. Because I'm getting myself worked up. And I got to save that for the video. I like to have those itty-bitty little neat rant videos. So, see, when I was in, if you got dishonorable, you screwed up bad. You really, truly screwed up bad. And the thing that kills me, Lady L, there's a great meme running around there. It's like recruiting standards in peacetime, college graduates, multimillionaire, you want the best of the best of the best. Recruiting standards during the war, and it's like Beetlejuice. So you had to mess up bad. Oh, dude, in her room, I would have killed to have barracks like that. Seriously. I only ever, my first duty station was Fort Meade, Maryland. And we stayed in Air Force barracks, which were the nicest barracks I ever lived in. 2 separate living areas, 1 little common area that had 2 refrigerators and a shared bathroom. Nicest barracks I ever stayed in. They've got 2 bunks in that room, full-size refrigerator, massive plasma mounted to the wall, gaming systems. I'm like, I was happy when I had a Sega Genesis. And you're talking about, see, this is like my room, and I got to share all this. You're in the Army. You're not there to film YouTube videos and do fashion tips. You are there for one reason and one reason only, to go break every other country's toys. That's it. When politicians screw up, we go do our job. Period. Oh, I hate you. I hate you, Iron Wings. I'm like, I don't even want to talk about the barracks in Korea. Those were just basic training barracks. That's exactly what it reminded me of when we had 6 dudes living in a room. Yeah. And like 1 big communal shower for a floor. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah. Politicians screw up and we go break somebody's legs. That's what we're there for. We go break people's toys. Seriously. Yeah, right? Yeah, see, that's what kills me. What those pictures of the Marine Corps barracks in Lejeune, I think it was, where the walls were black and the bunks were black with mold, and they were like, "You can live there." No, no. Oh, yes, I've always said that the Air Force is basically a country club. Go eat in an Air Force chow hall. It's like eating in a 5-star Michelin, 3-star Michelin restaurant. When you're used to an Army barrack, Army defect. All right, so like I said, let's switch gears. So I had to do a little bit of filming today, and it got me thinking. I know right where that was. There was a blade that spun around, and it's funny that my brother Doc is in here, for a little while ago. It was a Battle Box Blade of the Month a couple missions ago. Now, I know I got some guys in here who are good with knives. That's the subject. Yeah, it looks... Focus, you damn camera. It looks right pretty, but it's not Damascus. I hate the fact that that company called it a Damascus pattern and marketed it that way. But it's funny, my brother Doc, we were communicating, and he sent me a picture of something that's in a video that will be dropping on Friday. So just so you guys know, this went through an acid bath today. It did. It went through ferric chloric acid. Got it all filmed. Well, somehow I missed one little part, but it's no big deal. I was just spraying it down with Windex, which is something in the Windex that neutralizes the ferric chloric acid. But it's weird. So this one got me thinking about how many other ones are out there. And I don't know if you can see it too well. There's a line going right down the middle of the blade. That's Sanmai. And it starts to make me wonder how many people out there are buying exactly what the manufacturers are talking about and not doing research. It's fun to do this, and it's fun to be able to put out a video like that, because it was kind of cool to get into it, get sandpaper, strip everything down. Yeah, and exactly. That's the one thing that, like, I'm going to say in that video, and I'm going to say it forever and a day and talk about it forever and ever. We cannot make Damascus anymore how it was traditionally made. If you want to go back and call it wood steel, we can't do it. We've lost that ability. Somehow, it's just poof, gone in time. Like the original Greek fire, we can't make that anymore. The stuff that used to burn hotter when you threw water on it, can't make it anymore. We can build Greek fire, but not the exact like it was way back when. When you've got Damascus steel, they're calling it that, but it's forged weld. All right. Basically, you're getting layers. You want alternating layers like a high carbon and something with nickel. That's going to give you the cool pattern that you can see. All right. You don't want to do high carbon, high carbon, high carbon, high carbon. You're really not going to see that pattern. No matter how much you dip it in there and etch it, it's just not going to go. This spent 30 minutes inside the ferric chloric today. Well, 5 minutes at first, because I wanted to see what was going to happen. And then I dropped it in for another 20, saw that, and dropped it in for another 5. So that's like 30 minutes tops. When you're crushing that steel, that's how you're getting those waves, okay? Basically, you're taking all that, smashing it together, and that's what's going to make the cool little swirls. Or, you know, if you're doing raindrop, basically you're drilling holes into the steel at random patterns, and you're hoping that when you flip it to do it on the other side, you don't hit the same hole in the same depth, because you'll have a straight hole right through. Ladder pattern, you're cutting stripes in your billet, and you're smashing it and smashing it and smashing it. It doesn't matter, like, you know, I was talking with my son today, even if you use like robotics, you know, and you have a computerized arm that smash, 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 it's never the same way twice, ever. It's like a snowflake. You know how they say there are no two snowflakes that were ever born the same? Same thing with the Damascus pattern. So it was cool to film that video, and there's some points that you're going to see that I hope you guys catch. It's a long, long knife review. It came in at about 16 minutes. There was a lot of stuff I had to cover. One of the funny points, Iron Wings, this company produced a blade that is exactly identical to an Ifengro blade that I reviewed. Right? Shock, right? Seriously. I put the photo up, and I even put a card right to that Ifengro blade. Some of y'all may remember that one, the one that I made fun of that had holes all the way down the blade and holes all the way down the handle. And I called it the racing stripes. It's that blade. On that company's web store, it's called Atari, which made me giggle because I've been watching Stargate again. So the Atari is humanity. But yeah. But the other thing got me thinking, it's funny. I know I don't get invited on a lot of people's live feeds. Hold on. What do we got? Step boarding classes. Yeah. Martha, I'm getting there. I've been doing some blacksmithing and, you know, forge welding. I'm not good at it because I get a little bit too excited and screw it up, but I'm doing it. And yeah, remember that one that I did a clone of a clone of a clone? This is a knockoff of a knockoff. So, yeah. Here's a question for you, Lady L. The original, Atlantis, or Universe? Which one's your favorite? Oh, brother, hope you feel better, man. Seriously, Shaky, what? Did you actually find out you're Aaron Rodgers' dad? Hmm? 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 Did you? Did you, bro? Oh, man. But yeah, I found it funny. And that's one of the things I love about doing the homework on these things that I bring to you guys is finding out more about this company. And when a company leaves you with more questions than you have answers, there's a problem. So that one will drop Friday. The other thing I really want to talk about tonight is I need all of your support. Everybody from the replay squad, which you guys are the heroes on my channel, you know how much I love all of you. To everybody watching live, please get the word out. May 17th, Jersey Joe is doing his charity auction for NF2. I think NF2? Yeah, because NFTs are those stupid drawings that everyone's bidding on. But for NF2. It's very, very important to him. And I don't know what capacity I'll be helping him in. I'm probably going to be behind the scenes doing stop and, doing moderating duties, which is totally cool because whatever Joe needs, I'm going to do. But make sure. Shoot myself if that. Oh, God. Yeah. Take it easy, Billy. I know how that is when your blood pressure goes up. I know exactly how that is. I'm on meds for mine, bro. So, yeah, make sure you get that word out for the 17th. Because it's really, really huge. There's a lot of great companies kicking in a lot of incredible products. And I would seriously love it if we could top the last amount we took in. And I'm saying we because I helped Joe. I was there for stop and everything else. I seriously hope we can top that. Because one of the things I love about the bearded community or the men's grooming community, whatever you want to call it, or the grooming community, because we have a lot of women who are in and they add a whole different venue and everything else, is how we can put aside differences and come together for a good cause. It is always amazing when there's trouble and there's hatred and there's everything else going on, how everything is set aside. Everybody comes together, chips in, helps out, donates good products, donates good amount of money, and everybody just walks away, and it's like a whole brand new feeling comes all over everything. But I also want to echo Jersey Joe's statement from today. I know what he's talking about, and I'm not going to discuss it. Because once he told me, I went and take a look and went, you got to be kidding me. I'm echoing Joe. If you're supporting someone who tried to destroy me, I will not support you. I can't do it. I may have forgiven, I may have moved on, but that does not mean you're going to get my watch time, my likes, my hearts, my shares, my money, anything. And I'll be honest, I threw away some product today from a certain company because I went, nope. If you're going to do this, I can't. I know they got my money. I know they're laughing all the way to their bank. But still, it's my standards and it's what I've got to do. I am not telling any of you to do that. It's what I'm doing, and I'm echoing Joe's statements. Don't support the negativity. And I'm not talking about supporting people who are so fake, because all of us have bad days. Look at what I talk about on my live feeds all the time. It's okay to not be okay. Matter of fact, I'm having one of those days right now because of something that happened a couple hours ago. I'm going to address that in a moment. It's okay to have those bad days. It's not okay to go out and try to deliberately destroy someone's life, career, family, relationship, anything. It's not. Here's why I'm having my bad day, and I debated about canceling tonight. But I thought, no, I'll come on, I'll hang out for a while. Had to do some massive rearranging in the room. You don't see the pile back here much anymore. Got to finally hang that because I really like that box. So I really want to save it. But, how can I put it? The monkey's older, and he's getting more responsibilities around the house. One of his responsibilities is He picks up his sisters from school bus after school. I do not trust the brat and the cuteness factor to come right home. Amber has no sense of stranger danger, period. She really doesn't. She's the one who's going to walk up to somebody and go, hey, look, my mommy keeps her money here. Here's the PIN number to the debit card. Our front door is usually unlocked between this point and this point. We're never home at this point and this point. Yeah, we just got a big screen. She's the one who will go tell people that. Matter of fact, I had a friend of mine up here. His brother looks like someone you'd see on America's Most Wanted. We were going to have him kidnap her and see if she went along with the whole, hey, I'm a friend of your dad's, get in the car. You know, your dad's having a problem, let's go. Even though we tell her, if that happens, run the other way. One of the things I do with my kids when we're going to the bus stop in the morning, if it's a part where there's a car that you've got to cross across a road or a parking lot or something, you come to that full stop, you quadruple check, you know, once, and then you go clear. And I'll tell you, go. Because I want them to be aware of their surroundings. So that counts for streets, crosswalks, anything. Clear, go. I almost lost the cuteness factor tonight. From what I understand from the monkey, she decided to not look and try to run out in the road, and he had to grab her backpack and yank her back, and she was that close from kissing a bumper. So she knew she was going to get yelled at after Daddy calmed down because she knows the dangers. And it wasn't a berate her, get in her face, destroy her soul kind of thing. It was, I can't lose you. I just can't lose you. Because I can't. It would kill me after waiting all these years to get her that I lost her because of a stupid mistake. So that's affected my whole day. And I'm like, I'm really happy I have dad duty because I'd probably be drinking to calm my nerves down. And I can't do that. And it's a good thing. So I have to deal with this. And I thought about, like I said, canceling this, but nope. It's important to get out and talk about these things and share these things because I know anybody watching this, you're going through things too. I have a really good friend whose daughter's freaking out because of COVID. Seriously, I get it. You turn on the news, that's all you hear. You're going to die, it's going to come back, it's going to take you over. Oh my God, this person got within 3 feet of you. You have no control over that. No matter what you do, it's there. But being able to come on and share stuff like this with you guys, I see the chat's gone really quiet. I'm like, boy, did I lose everybody? So sorry. It's important because when you share those experiences, it helps lighten the load. And that's why every week I at least give a half an hour to mental health on my channel. And it's something I'm really, really proud of to watch what it developed into. See? And Dagan, that's one of the reasons why I love you and Ron so much. You guys are seriously two of the greatest people when you're up there on a live stream together. You really are. You come in there, it feels like you're sitting down with your two favorite uncles, you're cracking a beer, and you're just shooting the shit, you know? Yes. That is awesome news to hear, Will. Seriously, it really is. And Will, man, I see you've become a member. Thank you so much, my brother. I really appreciate your faith in me and being here from basically the beginning. You've pretty much seen it all, man. And yeah, exactly, Dagan. That's it. I learned this from a sergeant of mine. When I told him I felt like I was getting beat up by like a 900-pound gorilla, and he goes, why don't you kick the chimpanzee's ass? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he goes, well, if you beat up the little things, the big things really won't be a problem because you've got them under control. So, yeah, you can't really let it build up and take over and consume your thoughts and do that kind of thing. It's good to get it out. Trust me, I appreciate you, man. I really, really do. Oh, boy. But yeah, I've got to film a review here really, really soon on, and I had to take the battery out. It's a through night flashlight. I hate it when a company reaches out to you and goes, hey, we'd like to send you product. And I'm like, yeah, cool, do it. and you end up hating the product because there's a part of you that feels like, oh, do I have to give you a good review because you sent it to me for free even though I hate this thing? Here's the weirdest thing about it. That's how the light connects to the battery via a USB port into the battery. But that review is being filmed tomorrow. We have men's grooming content that is coming back to the channel. So that's going to be interesting. I've taken some time off from it. And yeah. And no, Dagan, it wasn't because of that one chip. And I still hate you, you muppet. I don't know. I may do it again with you if I can build up a little bit more heat tolerance, because that one kicked my butt. That one really, really, truly kicked my butt. Oh, I'll get Shark for that in a moment. Thank you. Okay, sorry. If you guys hear that booty boop, booty boop, booty boop, something's going on Instagram, and I'm like, I'm going to pay somebody back here in a moment. Yeah, and Dagan, I'm gonna. I mean, I truly don't like this one. I like the fact that it has a magnetic bottom. Okay. I like the fact that it has a little magnetic clip that attaches to it. So if you're in a tent, you can hang that up. And yeah, dude, funny you mentioned that. From what I hear, they're getting rid of the hot sauce bottles and MREs, and they're going to powdered hot sauce in order to reduce weight. I'm like, the only thing inside an MRE other than the Skittles and the M&Ms that people like to rat fuck, you're taking away? You're taking away the one thing that makes it incredible? Oh, and speaking of MREs, I do have a pizza one I have to do a review on. I was finally able to track down a pizza MRE. Believe it or not, I was. And there's like some kind of chicken rice bowl one they have that I tracked that one down too, that I'm a little afraid to try it out. But I saw it on the FNG Academy on their wine and rations segment. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be really, really interesting. Ugh. I don't know. What's going on in your guys' lives? You know? I heard they have vegan options, and no thank you. Nope. I will never do a vomit omelet. Nope. Never, ever, 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 ever going to do it. They got rid of omelet, Frank's hot sauce, and yeah. No thanks. But I hear they're going to powdered now. Seriously, I hear they're really going to powdered. Dude, yeah, no. Just no. I'd do a vomit omelet before I did that one chip. Seriously. Oh, I don't doubt it, bro. I don't. Yeah, but Dagan, man. Oh, God. I remember back when you got meatballs and rice and barbecue sauce, which was like tangy ketchup. And I thought that was the best one. I remember trying to get the tuna noodle casserole because you got the chocolate chip cake. I remember fighting people for that one. I also remember when we had the original hamburger patties and pork patties, which were like that, and they were solid hockey pucks that you were supposed to rehydrate in the sun and water. Yep, no thank you. Oh, fish. Oh, I'm sorry. Keep him in my prayers. Yeah, always support your better half. Always. Sea rats are okay, but they were heavy. Seriously, they were really heavy to carry around. And then plus, in a lot of those, we had to scrape the congealed fat off. No thanks. Surprisingly, I didn't mind that one that much. Really, for some reason, it reminded me of my mother's cooking, which, yeah, well, whole nother story. Whole nother story. Oh. It's because they came with cigarettes. That shows you how different the times are. The military used to give out cigarettes in its rations. What was it, Lucky Strikes, I think? I mean, come on. And they also had better, what was it? Their crackers, I think, were better. Yeah, Caleb, unfortunately, real life took my guest out tonight. It's okay. Real life happens. They were hoping to be here, but it was not sure, not sure, not sure. So I sent them the link. I'm like, there is no pressure whatsoever. None. If you can make it, great. If not, we're going to reschedule you for another time. Which reminds me, Caleb, I got to get you back on. It's been forever, brother. We got to talk about those new labels of yours, which are just fire. Yeah, the accessory packs. Oh my god! See, that's the one thing about the MREs I actually missed was the accessory packs. And I still don't get the whole taboo about charms. I don't get it. I don't get why every single Marine is so paranoid over charms and they recoil. Granted, they were a pain in the butt to get open, and that wrapper usually stuck on there forever and a day, so you were having the wrapper with your sugar fix. But still, I'll tell you honestly, Dagan, I hope it's wrong, but I'll be tuning in to find out. I'm glad to see him post earlier. It always makes me feel better when I see him post something on social media. That way I know he's alive, Oh, man. Is that the one that smells like suntan lotion in like the ocean or whatever? I just remember suntan lotion. Caleb's Fruit Loops is actually what hooked me on certain areas, and that's why I ended up doing like a Fruit Loops face-off not that long ago. I put like 5 or 6 companies' Fruit Loops stuff up, and yeah, that was an interesting video. A lot of money went into that video, but it was interesting. But I mean, heck, speaking a lot of money, that's $100 blade. Now, Iron Wings, take a good look. Doesn't that look like something that should have an Efinger or Cancu logo on there? That's $100, bro. You tell me. I don't see $100 in there. I really don't. And I even said it in my video too. I don't see it. I don't see the value. I really, really don't. You may end up with it, El, because I'm not happy with it, and you will see. Good looks from others. I'll be in touch, Caleb. Besides, I still have mead I got to send you, brother. The original stuff has been aging for a while, and I think it's really, really time to drink, Now, see, there's the difference. Austin is a reputable blade maker. I've had him on the show. Austin does a lot of stuff for charities and everything else. And you will see what I think of this company in that review on Friday. Seriously, it drops Friday. Honestly, I've never had any appraise, so I have nothing to add in there. Nothing. Yeah, but case is quality. Seriously, case is flat out quality, brother. So you're buying a good one right there. Even then, I'd be crying if I lost a $50 blade. That's just me, because I'm going to have to go back and tell my better half and get an ass reaming over it, and I'm not in the mood for that, Oh, Bill, you're going to love Friday's video. And then the acid dip will be Monday's video. Seriously, that blade went in ferrochloric acid today. Yeah, I remember which one you said you liked, and I've got that bottle set aside for you. So you're going to get it all pretty fancy with the company logo label on it, the neat little bottle. I'm hooking you up, bro. Well, yeah, Lyle loved collecting that stuff, right? So you never know. Don't take it to a pawn shop because they're going to rip you off. That's all I'm going to say. Just don't. Yeah, well, shh, Caleb. Shh. Trade secrets. Shh. See, from what I understand, there's a lot of people that are running low because blade steel is getting harder and harder to get, which just makes me giggle how there was this big overabundance of it. There you go, Martha. But yeah, there was this big overabundance of it at one point. Now it's like, it's just not there, which is making me go, why haven't there been more new releases? And we're in the 4th month of the new year. I'm like, where is everything? You know, like I saw Gerber's spring line, which coming out, and they've been out of stock, 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 out of stock. I'm like, you sent me this email 3 months ago. Where is it? I may want to spend some money on you. Yeah, Doc, can you elaborate on ACK, please, for Martha? But I don't know. I've got more than enough stabbies to review, so I'm pulling back on that for now, unless there's something that's it's so beautiful, you've got to have it. I will say anything by CRKT's Forged in War line is automatically coming to the channel. Anything Austin McGlone releases is automatically coming to the channel, just like with Ken Onion. He is one of my favorite knife designers. There's just something about his big, beautiful, swooping blades. It just, I love them. And it really, truly speaks to me. Yeah, Moras are really, really good quality budget fixed blade. That's the best way I can put it. Those things will take a beating and they'll like it. They're going to need some TLC after, but yeah, they make some great stuff, you know? We kind of had to figure it would happen sooner or later, you know? Like I saw something from my local gun store earlier, how they've got like black powder in, and they're like, you guys are limited it to 2 things a day. And they're like, we will check security tapes. I'm like, wow. Kershaw's a good blade. Seriously, that's one thing I thought I was spoiled about living in Oregon. You had Gerber, you had Kershaw, you have Benchmade, you have CRKT, and I think there was a 5th that's based in Oregon. So you were so spoiled by good blades in a small market area, you know? Hey, Lady Elephant still works. It still holds an edge, and it's not rusted out. That's a good blade. Seriously. Andrew, my brother, saw your thing about studies and everything. Hope everything's going well, man. Hope everything's going great in college and that you didn't get, blown away in a tornado in Texas. Or would that be a twister down there? I don't know, but you know what I mean. See, that's the thing. I really want to get a black powder rifle. Well, excuse me, either black powder rifle or black powder pistol, just to have one, because technically, you don't have to fill out Form 47. I want one. I don't know. I think they're awesome. I think they're interesting, and I think it's really cool how they used to just point, pull, and pray. You know. Oh man. All right, guys. Well, we're coming up on that hour, so we are going to talk mental health for a moment, okay? Ooh, wait. Stop those. Nice. I'd be surprised if you're not chasing it with a vanilla Coke, brother. And hey, Andrew, I know you put out a question a little while ago, and for some reason I didn't respond to it. When you're ready to do content again, do content. I remember that live feed you had when you were talking about your life story. You had all of us just enraptured by your story and how you delivered it, bro. When you're ready, please come back and do content. Okay? Seriously. Iron Wings, I see your stuff. We will talk. Send me an email. We'll talk. See, that's the weird part is I've never sold one. So I know there's lots of groups that you can go to on Facebook and you can talk about it there. There's a lot of online reseller communities that you can join up and be a part of. So I'd suggest looking there, but I'm serious. Stay away from pawn shops. They will tear you apart. Yeah, please do. Seriously. I remember that day, how I was just enraptured by your story. Seriously. I knew what you meant, Dagan. I knew what you meant. Yeah, because they're just about profit, period. They don't care about paying you anything. They're just about profit. And yeah, Martha, if I can hit the right button, there's a really good one right there. I believe that's on Facebook, so go look that up. All right, so like I said, fuck mental health for a moment, all right? I know I touched on it briefly a little bit ago. It's weird how something that started as a fluke on my channel. The company owner stopped me in mid-question, and he went, hey, I'm not doing okay, and I want to talk about it. And that changed everything on my channel. I've remembered that, and I've tried to switch certain viewpoints in certain areas because there's people every day fighting a battle that I don't know about. I don't know what people are going through. They don't know what I'm going through. Well, unless you watch my YouTube channel or my social media, because I'm pretty open about a lot of things, because I think people can relate and they can understand the struggle and they feel like they can open up a little bit more. I am honored by all of you who have come on my show and talked about things. I've had a company owner come on and talk about sexual molestation. It shocked me when he did it. I had no clue. I was jaw dropped. Yeah, there we go. Man, whew. I've had people come on and talk about their suicidal thoughts. I've had people come on and talk about personal issues that they've been having. And I'm honored that I was able to create that space for you guys. And we're going to keep that going. Because like I said, I think a lot of us face to face have lost our ability to interact with one another. It's not like it was a couple years ago before everything hit, where you're going out every Friday night, you're going to movies, you're going to a mall, you're going to a bar, you're going to ball games. So much has changed. And I hate that phrase, new normal, because I knew it would be politicized by everybody, both parties, independents, conservatives, everything. I knew it would. And I don't see it as a new normal, because I don't feel that I need to shut any of you out because, well, the coof is still running. Now, especially now, is the time that we all need to be more supportive of each other. And I'm not talking about if someone's sitting there punching you in the face and be like, you suck, you're an idiot, you're a moron, you're this, and you're like, well, what's causing this to happen in you? No. I've always said that 2021 was the year of the troll. All right. People were so bored with lockdowns and everything else, they decided to take their anger out on everybody they could on social media. I'll admit, I think it was today I saw that very interesting person, David Hogg. Y'all know who he is. If not, go Google his little... Just Google him. He went, today's my birthday. My first thought was, who cares? You're 22. Who cares? But I stopped myself from replying because I'm like, seriously? Time to log off social media. If that's making me do that, I got to get off. A couple weeks ago on the commission, a show that I love dearly and I'm very honored to be a part of, I know Joe was going to go down a road and try to blast somebody, and we had to stop him. See, I expected that, my brother. I did. I expected that. We had to stop him because I want 2022 to be the year we help build each other up. It's amazing how there's been between 10 and 15 of you in here all night long, no guest. You're listening to me talk. There's no anger. There's no hostility in the chat. There's no anybody telling anyone, hey, you're worthless, hey, you're this, hey, you're that. Why can't we take this magic forward throughout the week? There are so many cool live streams all week long, you know? My brother Doc P has one. I love his live streams because they're all random. He didn't really, as far as I know, he doesn't have a set topic when he goes in there. He just goes in and he starts talking. You know? Why can't we take this magic and move it forward? Seriously. Thank you. Thank you. I don't think we need to be so wrapped up in, you know, the death Cheeto or let's go Brandon. I get it. Tribal politics has taken over. But what happened to good, sensible people talking about their disagreements about issues? What happened to that? I remember when Newt Gingrich was Speaker of the House and Billy Bob was in the White House. They hated each other. At the end of the day, they sat down, they had a beer, and they discussed topics. Two powerful figures from political parties over a beer talking politics. Emo, my favorite piece of sexual chocolate. You know I love you, man. But I mean, this is a challenge that I'm going to put out to you guys, okay? It's not my usual one about call 3 people. At some point this week, I know you're going to get on social media, and I know that somebody is going to say something so stupid, you're going to want to whip out the flamethrower and just torch them. Trust me, my Friday video, I'm expecting it. I don't care, you know? I just don't care. I'm stating my opinion, and I've always listened to everybody else's opinions. So here's my challenge. When you're on social media and someone's about to piss you off, step back for a moment. Don't respond. Just don't. Because it makes me giggle when someone goes, TCTBNL? Yeah, I hate that motherfucker. Great, I've got control over you because I don't care about you or your thoughts. You do not live here rent-free. I have control over my happiness and my emotions. And I'm not saying this to anybody in the chat. I am not going to give you that power to screw up my day. I've got 4 other people in this house who can do that real quick. Seriously, really quick. I love them all. I die to protect them all, you know? I can talk about politics. I don't care. Yeah, see, there you go. But see, that's the other thing why I don't discuss them on my channel. It's a polarizing issue. The other reason I don't discuss is like lending money or sex. Politics, sex, and money always piss people off. Maybe it's the lack of sex. I don't know. I'm sure this is going to get demonetized, but I don't care. But still, there's that challenge. Is just some point this week, step back. I had to do it today. And if I can do it, I'm over 50 and I'm dead set in my ways of going. My better half has been trying to change me for a long time. And I'm like, sweetheart, give it up. It ain't going to happen. You may be able to teach an old dog new tricks, like, you know, a different beard oil or a different deodorant, or, oh, hey, look, I'm eating with a fork now. But you're not going to change my stubborn attitude, you know? Love you, Emo. Garrett, man, recent convert to Johnny Slicks. Love you, brother. Hope that stuff's working out great for you, man. All right. Freaking Young Bucks. Freaking Young Bucks, I swear. But now I got to go be a dad, guys. Like I said, I still wish I had that dog bowl. My freaking ex before my current better half, she stole it. Wish I had that dog bowl. But that's for another video. Emo, you got to try the new stuff, man. His water-based pomade is no joke. Really healthy in your beard. Oh, it's so good. So good. So good. But like I said, I got to go go get on dad duty and spend some time with the youngins before they go down. Tomorrow's video is going to be a men's grooming video. It's going to be on Skipper from Copper John's Gray Line. I hadn't tried it until recently, and I will say it tonight because I say it in the video. I thought it was an overhyped BS product, and man, I was proven wrong. So you're going to get a different format tomorrow for that review. I'm trying something new in the men's grooming stuff, so hopefully you guys might like it. Next week, I have a scheduled guest. It's going to be Sober Chef Eric. He contacted me. He's like, when can I come on? We got a date, and we're going to roll from there. So, with all that fun stuff being said, guys, you know the video. You know how grateful I am for all of you and all of you spending time with me tonight when I really didn't even have a guest. I'm honored by all of you who have been here rolling strong to this late. I'm going to hit that little outro, and guys, we will see you in our very next video. Guys, thank you so much for watching what just happened on the show. I'm kind of pre-recording this one, so I'm not exactly sure what happened tonight, but I'm sure it was really fun, or it was a massive train wreck. I'm grateful for the time that you gave me tonight, and I hope you took something away from this. I hope we had an amazing guest that taught you something or made you laugh, or I don't know, I hope I didn't really step on myself too badly. And you guys are going to come back next week at the same bat time, same bat channel for the No Lag Zone. Guys, seriously, thank you for doing all that. And this is where I pause for a moment or two and let the little screen do its little numbers, little screen do